guys, this is Talia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming with Flosstube number 20. For this week I think I did pretty good. So we have 13 projects to share. I did 11 new stars and I worked two whips because I wanted it to start all the 4 projects that I took out. It was new start, so I want to start those. So Saturday this week all I did was new starts for the days that I work. I worked 4 days. Last Sunday and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I stitch. Today's Sunday, so and no stitching today. It is 7:30 now that I'm starting this video, so there will be no stitching today. So I want to share because we're gonna pull for the Christmas whips and Christmas new star. So what I'm gonna be working next week. I'm done with the 4 seasons, with the 4 projects. So now we're going to work on Christmas. I don't have anything that could be a possible finish, but we'll see. So let's start quickly. So last Sunday I started a new project. It is the Glendon Place Thanksgiving with these guys right here. I'm using a 18 count antique white fabric from Joanne, and I'm using the Dinky Dies for this project. So it's a very small star. So this is what I have, is this guy right here. So all I have is part of the neck. I only work on it for 55 minutes and I put 154 stitches. That's it. That's all I could give. That was all the time that I could give it. It's okay. So new start. I know that I wasn't gonna able to do a lot on this one, but it is fine. It's a new start, so hopefully I'll touch it again during the new year. So let's put this one to the back and then let's keep moving. Then I pull out my year dragging. So I put that. I will put a picture here of what it was before. And this is what I have. I moved down to the body of the snake. So I worked on it for 36 minutes and I put 79 stitches. So I think I finished this right here, his eye area. And then I moved to his body. This is one that I gotta pick more often now, starting this month. I don't have to pick it at least daily for 30 minutes because the new year is on February something. I don't know, it's the exact day of the new year, the Chinese New Year, but it gotta be done for February, not for the mid of the year like this year. So that was that. And then on Sunday for 45 minutes I picked my foreground, which is a Heaven on Earth chart. The artwork is by Martha Darling, and this is the girl. She's a rich star. So every time I look at this, it's like I wish I could just be a monogamous and just stitch on her to get her finished, because I want to have her on my wall. So I will put a picture here of what I did before. Well, actually what I'm doing is finishing this diagonal right here. So I put I put 106 stitches right around here, just closing this diagonal to keep moving. So that is my foreground. So that is my foreground. So that's all the three whips that I worked last Sunday. Then this week on Thursday, I tried to work on this one, but all I could give it was 23 minutes. You know, Thursday was Thanksgiving. So during the day, I tried to stitch for a little bit, but I couldn't. So I started this one, Thanksgiving, the harvest time. This is the prettiest color. There's all three charts. I mostly want to do this two, maybe possible this one, but right now these are the only two focus ones that I would like to do. So I started the Thanksgiving one. I'm using a 18 count white Ada that I got at Michael's. And this is all I did. This was all I was able to do. And that is, what is it? It is that is the wing of the turkey. That is this right here, this part right here, the wing. That's the part that I started. And that's all I could give it. I can't get interrupted. So, you know, it was Thanksgiving. So I did that. Only 23 stitches, but it's okay. So that was it. So like I said, I did 23 minutes and I did 56 stitches on that one. So that one is that one. Then the same night, Thanksgiving, after we all had dinner and all that, we just sat around the table to talk. So I was like, well, while we're talking, I could stitch. So instead of grabbing the same one, I started another one again. I want to have them all started for next year. So like I already have put 56 stitches on the harvest time. So I said, so let me grab another one and start another one. So I grabbed Autumn by the Cricut Collection. I'm using an 18 count oatmeal fabric. And I worked for, this one I did almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I put 387 stitches and I finished the U. Well, part of the U, because that is this one right here. I got to do the pumpkin wedge. But at least the U is finished. So then I have to work on the rest. So that took... That took me 3 hours and 45 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I should have finished the whole thing by that time, but like I was talking or they were showing me stuff. And so, you know, while I was talking and being a little bit social. So that's what I did, which I'm fine with it because it's a lot. I did the whole U. All I got to do now is the pumpkin, the moon, and then move to the next, whatever next letter that I go. Hopefully they will come out again. I'm not pulling, so the chance for them to come out again, which is a little intervention here. Like I'm not pulling, I am working quarterly, so the chance for it to come out anytime, I don't think so. So we'll see when it come out again. So, okay, so that's all the two that I work on Thanksgiving on Thursdays. Then on Friday, I only work for 3 hours on Friday. What I was doing, I was doing something and I started stitching late, real late. So yeah, so I picked another one by the Cricut collection. So I picked November. The fabric that I'm using is that same 18 count oatmeal. The color that the letter was, it looks white there, but it's not white. It is the 38. No, it was 453. It was 453, so it was almost like you couldn't see it here. So what I did is I tried my Flush GMC, white GMC, and that's what I'm using. I mean, in person, you could see it perfectly. So that's all I did, which is this part right here of the end. This right here. This part of the end. That's what I did. So I'm using that Flush. It's a little, it breaks easily and it gets like passing it through. So like I do long pieces of the floss. As you keep passing it through, it gets like, it gets messed up and it frays real easy. So I try to using 2 strands of it. It's too bulky. The equivalent of 1 strand of that Flush is equivalent to 2 regular DMC strands. So yeah, so I had to take out the 2 strands and then do it again with 1 strand, and that's how it looks. So that's all I did. I mean, it's hard. It's like you can hardly see it on camera, but in person you could see it perfectly. So that is my November, and I did 1 hour and 46 minutes, and I put 314 stitches on this little piece right here. That many stitches. So that is my November. After that, I picked the November Trucking, the one by the Housewives. I'm using a 14 count black Aida. I guess this is it. This is how it goes. So that's the front of the yellow truck. Right here, this part right here. That's where I'm at. And I worked for 54 minutes and I put 152 stitches. And I'm using the DMC conversion, not the Classic Color Works. I didn't have none of those colors. I don't think I even looked. I do have some in the other ones, but I'm using the DMC conversion. So, like I said, I did 54 minutes and then I did 152 stitches. Then Saturday, I went in on New Start Kick and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new stars. So it was, I started late too because I started to kit 2 diamond paintings that I'm going to start this week. So I will show you progress of those. And I will show you which ones I'm going to start later on. So it took me I thought it was gonna be quick to organize the drills and all that stuff where I needed to put it. And I didn't start stitching until 10 o'clock. So I had already prepared all those new stars. You know, I had already give them a number and I already had them set. And I was like, I need to start them all because they already had a start date on Saturday the 30th. Even though that I started a few after midnight, but it was still already, for me, still Saturday. So I was like, it's going to be 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. I need to start them all. So the first one that I started was in the during the day. We needed to go to the airport. I wasn't driving, so it's an hour away. So I said, I should stitch something. But I didn't want to take none of my threads and all that because I didn't have prepared. That's when I woke up. I said, "Ooh, in that hour, I should stitch something." So I just came running to my room and grabbed the first printed kit that I put my hands on, and that was abstract art. It was the first time. Everything is in there. I don't have to take nothing extra. I don't have to take iPad and none of that. That's why I love the printed kits, because you just grab the kit, a pair of scissors, which I already have my little, I have like a sewing box, that one I bought to go to the retreat, which I'm going to the retreat again this year and next year in April. They sent me, I was able to get in. They sent it at the beginning because I wasn't attended for this year. But when they sent the invoice, I didn't have the money. So I missed the timeline. So, but recently I went and put myself on the waiting list. I said, let me put in the waiting list to see if somebody cancel. And luckily, last week on Thursday, I think, they sent me the invoice. So I got in. I already reserved my hotel and everything. The same hotel that I stayed last year. I don't stay in the same hotel. What the thing is, because it's very expensive. It's the Marriott. And it's $300 for 2 nights. So I'd rather spend those $300 in shopping and patterns. So right next door, that is within 1 minute walking distance, even though I still get in my car and drive. Right next door, there's one of these little cheapy motels, and I get 2 nights for the price of 9 in the Marriott. So I was able to reserve again in there, because I only go there to sleep for a couple of hours, because I go to midnight. By 8 I gotta be back in the hotel stitching. So yeah, so I'll be attending the Steel City retreats again this year. So anyway, going back to this, I grabbed this, and that's why I like the printed kits, because everything that you need is in there. And like I said, I had that little tool thing. Already has a pair of scissors there. It has a needle threader, and all I gotta put my glasses in there, the stitching glasses, which I'm gonna buy another pair and just keep it there. And just grab that and put it in my little bag, and off I went. I didn't stitch much though. I did 43 minutes and I did 108 stitches. Because once we were getting closer to the airport, I had to put everything away, because then I had to drive back. So it's a small one. And this is all I did right here. This yellow part right here, that's all I did. So that is 43 minutes and it's 108 stitches. It's not big. And the good thing is it is not confetti heavy. It is color black. So this is so easy stitch, because everything is color black. I really love this pattern. And right here, I'm going to keep this as my half an hour work. This is going to be my work stitching. So I'm going to take this one to work and stitch on it every day for 30 minutes, because I want to see it done. And like I said, it's color black, so it's not a hard stitch, because it's not confetti. It's color black. So that was my abstract art. This is our AliExpress kit. that I love. The next one that I work on, this one I really love too. It is my Pumpkin on Platters tier tray by Grill Point de Cross. And the one that I worked was this one right here. This pumpkin right here. That's the one that I worked on. That was the center. I am doing this in a 14-count beige Ada from my stash. And let me see what is the top. So this is the top. And that's what I did. That's what I did. So that is, this is the one that I worked the most. That was 1 hour and 11 minutes. And I put 161 stitches. It was so much fun. It's almost, I think I need 2 more colors of that pumpkin. It's gonna be big. So that was my pumpkin in platters, on platter. So that was that one. The next one that I worked, that's when I started. This last 4 is the last that I started. I work in 10 minutes just to get it started because it was already like 12:30 or something like that, or 1 o'clock. And I wanted to go to bed, but I wanted to finish that. So it's the Wonderful Fist. It's the most wonderful fist of the year. And what I worked was on the E. I'm using a 14-count beige from my stash. And I only worked for 60 minutes and I put 28 stitches. No, 60 stitches, sorry. 60 stitches. And again, that is the E. It still needs another color, plus you need back stitch. Yeah, it needs back stitch. The E needs back stitch and it needs another color. So that is 60 minutes, 60 stitches for the Wonderful Feast of the Year. After that, I work in Gobble and my little Gobble bags. It's funny, the bag says Gobble till you wobble and the pattern is called Gobble. Just realized that. These are some bags that I did years ago. So this is another Sue Hills design. So it's this tiny guy right here. I'm using a 14-count beige Ada. And hopefully I centered this correctly. So this is all I have. The white stitches right there. And that is 28 stitches in 11 minutes. And that is this right here. Hopefully I center it correctly. That's the charm that it brings for that little thing right there. So yeah, so that is right there. That's all I did. 11 minutes, 28 stitches. The next one that I did was hold on, because that's the pattern right there, because I was working within the book. And it is a Fort C. Thomas. This is a Teresa Cougar autumn book. I want to do every single one of them that are in there. So I started with Fort C. Thomas. And all I did was some of these lines here in the pattern. I'm using my 14 count beige Ada. And that's all I have. That's all I have right there. That is 36 stitches for 11 minutes. And again, that is this like checkboard kind of thing in his wing. So that's all I did. I think he's going to be fun to stitch. Thinking about it, I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not going to be able to touch a lot of my projects for a long time. So we're going to see. We're going to start in January and see how I like it. And if not, we could always change. And the last but not least for this round is which this could have been done in a sitting, but I waited too late to work on them. Is the 50 Little Foss, and I started with Mr. Turkey, and what I did was the center, if you could see, there's like the black axis. So that's all I did. I worked for 10 minutes and I pulled 24 stitches. And I'm using the 18 count oatmeal. Oops, that's the backwards. That's the back of it right here. So that's all I did. The center, the chest of the little turkey right here. So that's all I did. Again, that could have been done in an hour, but I waited too late to work on it. I just wanted to start everything that I pull out. So that is all the stitching that I did this past week, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So I did whoops. So I did a new 11 new stars. I work only 2 whips. So that's the total of 13 projects that I work on. I have 0 finishes. I have 0 FFOs. I have 0 total pages finished. I had a total stitches of 1,665 stitches. And I worked for 8 hours and 6 minutes and total of 4 days, which is not bad. That's another 1,600 stitches that I didn't have before. So I am fine with that. So that's all the stitching. We're gonna pull what projects we're gonna do next week. We're gonna start with the Christmas stitching. We're gonna pull 5 projects, and we're gonna pull maybe 4 new starts. And then I have patterns, and I have subscriptions that I received. So let's pull first, and then after I show you the whips, then I show you the rest. So let's pull 5 projects. So the first one is my advent animals. I'm not gonna work the alligator. I'm gonna start a new one. That one is for last. The next one we're gonna pull is Santa's Hang Up. I think that's a new star. I mean, it's a restart. I think. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see where we are. I haven't pulled that in, I think, since 2019 or something like that. Okay, the next one is, so that's 2. Can pull it out, can open it. Carnival cheer, that's an ornament. I haven't worked on that since I started it on 2018 either. So it's good they're coming out. That's 3. Why this new star is here? This is a new star. I am going to do it because it is, I think this is a Vela Filipina. I think so. That's going to count as my new, one of the new stars. I don't know why it was here. Not supposed to be here, but we pull it out. We're gonna count that as the new star. My flamingo stacking. That's 4 and 1 more. The reindeer. So that is the 5 whips. So now we're going to pull 4 new stars because I already have one there that it was in the other way that it wasn't supposed to be. So let's pull 4 new stars. I got 2, so I'm going to pick those 2. So we have Santa Stop here. The next one is Winter Wonderland. I don't remember those. And 2 more. Let It Snow. I think that's a doggy one. And the last one, so I got 5 whips and 5 new stars. And the next one is, oh my gosh, Teacher's Days of Christmas. So I want to pause here. I'm going to pull all 10 projects and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So what I did is the whips that I pulled out, I put them in a little bag because it's not going to go back because I still got a whole bunch. My goal is to try to work on it. I think next week I will pull more than 5. But for this week, we're going to just do 5. So I'm going to put those there. And then we still got a whole bunch of new stars that I would like to start. So I think next week we're going to pull more than 5. But for now, we're going to go with the 5 and see how it goes. Now, these 5 new stars, I got to make I got to turn them as a whip strip, and then put them in here. So they got a chance to come out again in December. So I'm going to show you the 5 whips and the 5 new stars, no particular order. The ones that came out was my flamingo stacking. I don't think I have worked on this since 2023. So it's this one. I'm still working on this. Let me see. Yeah, I worked on it in January 7 of 2024. I haven't worked since then. I'm using a 14 count vintage blue by Hobby Lobby. It like the sky. So is that the correct size? Yeah, that is the correct size. I mark, like I put a little arrow which way the fabric goes. So that is it. So it looks, I'm working on that wing. That's what I'm working. So I think I'm going to move out of that body and try to go around either the thing or the neck. I'm going to move out of that. So we'll see. So you could see the difference, right? So that is the starting point for my Christmas stacking. This is a Stony Creek magazine. There's a whole bunch. There's a few patterns here that I want to do also. Especially this little boot. and this snowman, and I like that belief too. So there's a few patterns here that I want to do. This was a 2019. I bought the magazine because I saw that. So that is one of my whips. The other whip, I started this on 12 Days of Stitch Mess last year, but I didn't get too far because I got sick that day. And I didn't, I started it on 12/19, 12 Days of Stitch Mess. And this is the Reindeer by the Cottage Garden. And I'm using the same vintage blue fabric from Hobby Lobby. And that is the sad star. I think it's 5 stitches. Yeah. I think that was the last one I did for the 12 Days of Stitchmas. Excuse me, because I got sick and fell off the wagon. So that is my start. That is somewhere in the center because I started in the center. So hopefully I will put a good amount of stitches on this one. The next one is my dreaded advent calendars. The one that I've been working for a long time is my stupid alligator, which I hate the most. He is almost done. So I either finish him or I start, I think this is Coco. Is it the Coco? I don't know. I started one and I don't know which one is it. Let me see. Because I know I started a new one. And I think it's this one, Miss Panda, Pink Panda. I think that's the one that I started here. That's all I have. I think it's the Pink Panda. Let me see. Let me see. I have no clue which one is it. So most likely I will start it again because I don't know. I know this is the alligator. He's almost finished. He's so almost finished. So we'll see. But I hate him. So just the thought of working on him. So I will work one of those alligators. I don't know which one. I still got all this to do for those advent. I think I had done 2 finish. I got 2 finishing. The alligator will be the 3rd finish. I must well bite the bullet and finish him, so I don't have to see him again. The next one is a cardinal tear. It's a little ornament. This is from Deborah Fasano. This is from Just Cross Stitch Magazine, Christmas Ornament 2018. And it's that little house. So this is I haven't touched this since I started it back in 2018. And I don't know, I think it's this way that the house goes because I'm believing because of the needle minder. Needle minder is created by me. So that is the roof of the house, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, that is the roof of the house. So let's see how much more I could do. Maybe frame the house. We'll see. I haven't touched this since 2018. So it needs to be touched. This is another one that I haven't touched since I started it on 2018. It is Santa Hang Up. I think, yeah, I changed the colors. This is all the colors. This was being in here since 2018. So I changed all the DMC colors to the colors that I use. I'm using a 14 count Ada silver dusted. It's an opalescent fabric. Again, this is the Santa hang up. And this is what I have. So I am working right here. This is this side right there. I see that circle right there is that. So that is where I'm at. So it's not bad though. So that's a good start. So let's see how much more I could add to it. And I'm happy that I did convert it back then. I didn't know nothing about conversion. I just say I don't want those colors, and I just went to Joann and grabbed some colors, and that's how I converted it. So those are the 5 whips that I'm going to be working on. And then the 5 new stars is, I have this one. Or Tithing Comfort Joy. It's a motherfuck fork embroidery. I have a navy blue Ada, and I am gonna do it with a pink floss. I don't know if I do. I gotta see if I find a pink silver silk or something from Beach Stitch Me or the Victoria Motos that I have, and it's gonna be in pink. So that is that. So all this is gonna be pink and that blue. Or I could do it white, but I want pink so it could fit my decor in Christmas. Well, I can put that. So that is one of the new stars. The other new star that came out is of Teresa Cougar, December 2023 Patreon, which is Winter Wonderland. It's all my Christmas is my pastels colors. I have a color scheme for my Christmas, and I have all the floss. I gotta look for them. It's somewhere in one of those bags. So it's Mr. Winter Wonderland. I do have, I think I'm going to have to change the fabric or darken this fabric because I don't think the white will look in this fabric. There's a lot of white and it's not going to show there. I think if I don't find another fabric, I am going to dye this one, over dye this one because white will not show there. I don't know why did I pick this fabric because white will not show there. Of course, those houses will be pastel houses. The snowflake will have pastel color. The snowman pastel colors, and the wars will be the pink, blue, purple. I don't know yet. But the snowmen do not show in this fabric. So I don't know if I have a darker fabric. If not, I'm going to have to coffee dye this one so it could get darker. The other one that came out is Santa Stuff here. Again, I have a very light fabric, and white, unless I use the flush, I'm going to try to see if flush comes there because this is not a dark fabric either. So see, the house gotta be a pinkish or blue, so it could be my color. Santa will have another color sack. the flowers, I will put different colors. I will use the blue, the pink, the purple, so it could have other colors that I use. So I had this fabric. I gotta do a test to see if the white flush could be if it's that you could see it. So go to Hobby Lobby. I haven't seen the brown one again. I don't. My Hobby Lobby downsized so much the crusty section that there's not many fabrics no more. So that is one, and this is by Brenda Gervais. I'm excited to start this one, but it's gonna be pastel colors. The next one that is a new star is Barbara Anna Let Us Know, which, let me see, do I have the whole thing for this? Yeah, I do. I thought it was, yeah, I do. So for this one, I'm using a 28 count even wheat mushroom from Joanne. And that is Let Us Know. And I would like to find a frame like that. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. No, it doesn't say where you get that frame, but that is the another star. And the last but not least star for this week is Stitcher's 12 Days of Stitcher's Days of Christmas. So it's the 12 Days of Christmas Stitcher's related. So it's this long. And I'm doing it in 14 counts, so it's longer. So let's see. So yeah, it's 35 inches long. So it is long. It is very long. But that's the way it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to buy one of those signs, door signs, and just cover it, paint it, and put it there. And just take it out on Christmas. So it's the 12 Days of Christmas. I think those are all the things. I don't know that song, but it has, everything is related to stitching. This thing is backstitch heaven. So those are the 5 new stars and the 5 whips that I'm going to be working this week. Quickly, let me share what I received. So I received my 28 count Lugana. I thought I bought even weave. Oh, I hate to work with Lugana. I can't work with Lugana. I swear I thought I bought 28 count even weave. I'm gonna have to check my order because I don't buy Lugana because I cannot work with Lugana. I received my October Wixsite work subscription from the Fat Quarter Shop. They are running behind. I don't know because now I'm receiving now I pay for November. So so this one is called This one is Crisp Bonbon. You get in true color. This one is Kudzu Lagoon. Lancaster Red. And Lavender Rose. So those are the colors. I'm mad because I wanted to start it maybe tonight. So as for my Paris, for Lugana, I cannot work with Lugana. Okay, we'll see. So that is the floss of the month. Floss Frenzy for October 24, the Wiz Dye work. I also get Classic Color Works. Okay, so for the patterns, it's just my free Stitch Alone by Frozen Rabbit and my December Patreon by Teresa Cougar. The final thing it is already done, and they are doing a 2025 one. So they already put the information. It's going to be a big one because it's going to be 30 by 30, either in 28 or 14 counts. So it's going to be a big one. We'll see what it's something garden. So we don't know exactly until January or the last week of December that they reveal the first motif. So this is the one. I'm still working on this sucker right here, but this last one is the complete chart. So I'm going to replace the one I have in Pattern Keeper for this one, and it had the whole chart on it. So I'm still working on this one. I really like it. So I think I was gonna omit that, but I'm gonna do the Faith. I like it. It's very pretty, and I can't wait to work on it. I haven't worked on it. Okay, so for the tier 2, 3, and 4. We get this row of jacks. I think they are adorable, and I imagine mine with my colors. One is purple, blue, with the pink, the little pastels on them. I think that's going to be adorable. I will need a dark fabric for this, so I'm thinking of doing a hot pink fabric. I gotta see what I have already dyed. I haven't dyed fabric. I need to dye fabric, a lot of fabric, but I haven't done it. So, but I need to, because this one needs a dark fabric in order for that white to show. And I think a pink fabric, it would be very nice. So that is that one. The other one is notes for the 3 and 4 tier. It is no date as Settle Hill. Again, I don't do ABC, so those ABCs will not be there. And just picture this in pastel colors. So I can't wait to start this. That will be maybe sometime next year. I already have a lot for this year to start. And the last but not least, which is for tier 4, exclusive for the tier 4. I love that Santa. That snowman, again, with a pink coat or blue coat or purple coat. My pastel colors, it will be adorable. So I can't wait. Maybe I will have a fabric for this one. If I do it in a 28 or 14 count, it will be, it's small. It's a 5 by 9. So I think I have fabric for this one. So we'll see. If I have fabric, I might put it as a bonus star this week. So that's all I received, and that's all I have for this week. I don't think it was a bad week. It was good in my book. So I'll have those 10 projects to work on. I doubted that I stitched today. I gotta upload this video. I gotta put, I think it's only 2 that I had to put the pictures on. So it will be a quick edit. And I don't know, maybe I stitch something later on. Maybe, it depends. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye now.